next time when I'm on that door and be like, let me in.
Why do I just KJ, why are you touching that man?
Michael! Tyler, don't talk to me. It doesn't matter if other people are talking to you.
Well, then you shouldn't just be talking to me.
Michael, technically I grab him.
Respectfully, you should just.
What if you
Jump right back into it. Thank you for your cooperation. Very good. 113, please. One, two, three. And three and four and okay, check that note. Key change. Key change at 125, please. All right, we'll get back to that in a second. Alto sax, you have the fun part at 113. With Grinch horn. Okay? So your part is similar to what the flute had at 101. So da-dee-da-da-da-da, da-dee-da-da-da-da. Now just think of that without the first note. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. That's just for those two bars. Okay, half note, two and four and one and four, da-dee-doo-da. All right, nice counter melody there. Okay, try again. 113. Ready? Go, sir. Sure. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, in. Yeah, what did I just say a little earlier to the low brass about Sheely? Nice, relaxed and knowing where the hands are and specifically which one. Like alto sax measure 116 and 117, starting on that C sharp quarter note. 1, 2, and 4, and 1, and 4, and of 2. After that beat, jumping up to G. Da, dee, da, 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 and 4, 1, and 2, and. Stay right there on that C sharp quarter note. Alto, 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, gotta move, just one beat, right? 1, 2, and. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and, da, da, 1, and 2, and, da, da. Now, where's the second note? Where's that G? Where's that G?
On the end of 2.
And of 2. So you gotta feel 1, and, da, da. Continue with that subdivision. Can I get you to play with this for a second, Nathan? Ready? Same play sax, C sharp quarter. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and feeling rhythms. Feeling rhythms. Can you feel those rhythms? All right. All right, same thing, but go back to 113 alto. 113. 1, 2, ready, and. most of it. We're getting most of it, but one of the things about a tie, the only question you really need to know about a tie is, where is the next note after the tie? Where is the next note after the tie? And the answer is the end of 3, which is right after the end of 2, which is where you start the tie, right? All right, when you have a tie that ties over from an and to another beat, it's just one. So we don't even think about sustaining the note. Da dee da 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 dee doo da. Right? When I think of sustained notes, like a long note, I think dotted quarter note and longer. But if it's one beat, I don't really consider that as a sustain unless it's very slow. Like ba 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 da ba ba ba. The very end of Mount Everest, right? That's an important sustain on that last note to hear the last chord ring. Okay? All right, but this I wouldn't even consider as sustain because it's an 8th tied to an 8th. Here we go. Everybody, 113. Ready? Not bad, Alton. Thank you. And 1, 2, and ready, go. Phone, and then stepping into a rest. All right, you can treat that rest like it's bottomless pit. You're gonna fall forever. Okay, all right. But you don't step over it. You still feel the silence. Okay. Also, because everybody else that was playing is playing the same rhythm. Okay. Where is the note? It's on the and. So in order to feel the and, you must feel the beat. Ah, ba, right? And think about it. When my hand goes down, it's the beat. When my hand goes up,
It's the air.
it's the offbeat, the upbeat, the and, the syncopation. So many different expressions for it. All right. How's that feel? After's a little better? Okay. All right. Sorry.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm moving ahead a little bit. In 28, is that the flat
Where?
or natural? 28. The third note.
128?
Yeah, 128. My bad.
128. What's your question?
Is the B flat or natural?
Natural.
Okay.
Natural, because it changed at 125. Right?
Yeah. I don't have
You
any
didn't have B
date on
flat
that.
before anyway. Why would it be B flat?
Because it's the E flat to B flat to regular D, I think.
E flat.
Yeah, D sharp, D flat. 128.
I don't see an E flat.
Well, it's D sharp.
So what about the D sharp?
The A sharp, is it like, is it E, like,
Okay, I see what you're at. I'm with you now. Okay, all right. So in that measure, she has an A sharp, which is also known as
A B flat.
B flat. Okay. So 2 A sharps actually, right? Because it carries through to the next one.
do you wanna see my,
So if you have an A sharp and a B, that sharp on that A has nothing to do with the B.
okay.
Okay, so it does not become B flat for the next one, even though it's like A sharp, B flat. This is A, this is B, 2 different things completely. Okay, they would not relate to each other in that measure. I hope you follow what I'm saying.
I am.
It's kind of hard to, but I think you understand. Yeah, good. Okay, all right. Now. Can you hear my stomach growling in there? So obnoxious. I'm so hungry. I've been hungry for 2.5 weeks. I'm hungry. So,
Of course. Well. Of course you'll make that boy.
Start right there. I thought I was a little slow. 113. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 13. Got the. Together, please keep changing. Right, now went back to 125. Notice I say key change. Notice how the key signature does not change, but the key changes. All right, I think I'll be able to relate it this way for at least the next couple of years. Mount Everest. Okay, lots of accidentals. Okay, just an obstacle course of accidentals, but that's a bad way to put it, because you don't want to avoid the accidentals. You want to execute the accidentals, right? Okay, so, but it moves into concert D major, all right, which means more sharps. Okay, it means more sharps. Let me hear the melody at 125. That's going to be flute, clarinet, alto sax, tenor sax. Ready? 125, sir? Sure. Here we go. 125 melody. 1, 2, ready. Because some of you are still trying to figure out fingerings, and you're not able to think about fingerings and rhythm at the same time yet. Here we go, 1 and 2, and ready, and go. Okay, so do you understand that rhythm? The second measure, 1 and 2, and 2, and 1, and a lot of ands. A lot of ands. Okay? Try it again. Same tempo. 1, 2, and ready, and go. Okay? Questions about fingers? None. So you know all these fingerings. Good. All right, so then I would still put a parentheses around that part just to make sure that you get it in your practice. Okay? Thank you. Everybody, 125, please. Let's go back to Big Boys and Girls Tempo. Yes, sir?
And as you walk for each game, how's that?
Yeah, you guys take over melody there. Yeah. But that one particular melody is all ands except for the first note. 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yep. I'm actually glad he notated that way because there's different ways to notate those kinds of rhythms. Different in combinations. But I put a whole bunch of ties on 8th notes, but instead he just put 8th note, single 8th note, quarter, quarter, quarter. All right? Here we go. 125. Now it says piano, so a little bit more motion. bop, bop, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the people with the hits, all right, mainly brass. So you've got those ands, and then ands again, and then ands again. But then trumpet has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's only trumpets and horns that have that in that fourth measure. Low brass has still got some ands going on in there. Okay, here we go. Oh, and a euphonium. There's the 128. Who has that? Bass clarinet has it not here. Barry sax has it. Euphonium and tuba not here. Bass. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum. That's an important part right there. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Play those four notes for me. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, that part, because you're playing that underneath the melody itself. Play it again. 1, 2, ready, and go. And last note, hold it. Good. Now all four notes. 2, ready, go. Yeah. Dee da da or da dee da da. I'm singing the rhythm wrong. Do it again. You played it right. 2, ready, and go. Now what would we call that in our articulation exercise? Right? It's 4/8 notes and the slur is here.
Oh. It's offset by 1, like.
That's tongue to tongue, slur to tongue. Because this is slur to tongue to. This is tongue to slur to. In the middle is tongue, slur to tongue. And that's what you've got. Ta, ti, ya, ta. One more time. 1, 2, ready, and go. Okay, so make sure you're aware of that when we get there. Here we go. So 125, everybody. Jump, jump, pop, pop, 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Right there. So that was in the end. Those are 3, 4. Now we have to turn the beat around and play it on the downbeat instead of the ups. Do it again. And 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, you do this to yourself to play those last 2 on the beat themselves. Okay? Some of your trumpets and trombones, you're all brass. All brass. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 2. Again, 2, ready, go. Okay, so low brass, I hear question marks. I hear question marks. Play those parts with conviction so we can hear what you're trying to do. Bob, 2 and 3, bob, bob, 1 and 2 and 3, bob, bob, 1 and 2, bob, 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 bob. Okay, now, first and second trombone in that third measure. First and second trombone. This is measure 127. They still have bop, bop. But third trombone and euphonium and tuba and bass has bop, ba, and that's a sustain.
Oh, okay.
All right. Matter of fact, you had sustains before that. So try this. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's not try to micro rehearse it. 125. All brass. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just here in a second, Nathan. So, now, third trombone, tuba, baritone, you got to know where to come out of that time. Bop, 2, 3, bop, bop, 1, 2, 3, bop, 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 bop. You have the same changes that they have, the same notes in the same place, you just have sustains.
It's the end of 2, right?
Okay, that's right. That's right, the end of 2, and then immediately the end of 3 right after that. So ba and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and ba and 2 and ba da ba ba. Try once more. All right, land on stacks, please. Ready? 125, 1, 2, and ready, go. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Why did the composer make it like that? Just knowing you, okay? All right. So now, what part am I not hearing? Yeah, let's definitely bring out our second and third trumpet more. Okay. Here we go. Everybody, 125. Here we go. We're making it. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and ready, go. There he is. All right, again, trust trumpet. Ba, ba. Not ba, ba. Not that, but ba, ba. Ready? Again. 1, 2, ready, go. But you're trying. This is what I would write on those notes. Is write down arrows just above the note heads. To invert down. 1, 2, ba, ba. Okay, that'll help you. If you need it. If you don't think like you don't feel like you need it, that's anything wrong with your bad self. Okay. All right. Now clarinet. I'm not going to let you play that right now, okay? But spend some time on this, all right? One note at a time. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. You guys heard that? You guys do the color code game? It's called Simon.
Oh.
Red, green, yellow, blue. Yeah, I grew up with that game.
Oh, I love that
You had
game.
to hit each one like BAM! To get it to respond because it's the 1980s. We like your sounds. Okay? I don't think you're moving a tire when you're trying to put it on the table to play it. All right, no glass coffee tables. But it gives you another one. You have to remember the pattern, right? You have to remember the pattern. It goes slow, but as it adds to the pattern, it starts going faster.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the modern day version of it is this little thing called bop it.
Oh, yeah.
Bop it,
Bop.
twist it, pull it, drink it, selfie it, hammer it, throw it in the trash. That's what I have to do. Bop it and Monopoly, they always end the exact same way. I quit! Okay? You have 9,000 hotels. I land on it.
You're done. That's me, to be honest, though.
So, I like playing games with my family and having game night where it's where we put all devices away. Okay? Or the catchphrase thing where you have to pass it around. Okay? And then all of a sudden it runs out of time, which is inherently unfair because all you really have to do is when it's about to run out of time, take your 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 time, say the answer and pass it. Okay, the game is flawed. Okay, so, but it's still fun. Okay, and then it reminds us of just what terrible critical thinkers we can be.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of
Fruits.
yesterday.
Oh, gosh. Be
Pineapple.
But anyway, so, but it's fun. These games are fun. Okay.
Oh, Bumblebee.
And it doesn't have to be Cards Against Humanity to be fun. Okay? There's this simple game. You gotta go get it from Target. It's called Sequence.
Oh, I played that game. That game's fun.
It's simple and it's good.
Yeah.
All right, it's addictive. My favorite
Oh, yeah.
number card game to play is Phase 10.
Oh.
Okay, Phase 10. All right, because you could be there. Okay, 4 or 5 minutes, you never know. All right, I'm so sorry, guys. I shouldn't do that. All right, let's start here. Clarinets, you're going to practice that part. We'll check that out soon. Okay. Let's jump into measure 131. 131, please. All right, here we go. All right, and then we get to 133, alto sax. Melody time. Here we go. 131, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and ready, go.
I love that random, really low note.
It's fun to play piccolo that works. You know, she asked me for it back last week, and I said no. But it's because they have 3, they all work, which you have. So, but it's one of my next grants. It's one of my next grants. It's just I'm going to refurbish some of those instruments, piccolos, and so then I have to have warm bodies to play them. Okay, so
Warm bodies.
what happened?
I kind of
What
like
happened?
that. It was so
Same place, 131. Sir?
We're skipping No Good Deed, right?
Yes, we are. Here we go. 131. 131. 1. 2. What in the world, trumpet? How long you been holding that note?
3 years.
And if you're gonna play in the wrong place, it will sound good. We have time. I told you the story, right? But it was all state honors band. My junior year, we played this piece called Paris Sketches. It's gorgeous. All right, and there's 4 movements. We did 2 of them. First movement is this beautiful slower ballad, and it's a slow tune, like cut time, but slow cut time. So we really had to work hard sometimes to feel all of it. It was so pretty. And then the second movement was just it had almost like a Beetlejuice kind of feel to it.
Oh, I love that song.
But when we got to the end of the piece, it was not in the performance thing, because I would still be hiding in embarrassment. But the last 2 measures are nice, big, huge, beautiful D major chord at the end. Okay, and I was playing first trumpet, so I had a G sharp, I had third. Right there at the end. We were in rehearsal. The director that year was Dr. James Croft. Passed away only a couple years after me, very old. But at the time he was director of bands at Florida State University, we always get these big names to come in and conduct the all-state band. And he was brilliant. He was really funny, and he barely moved. Like, if he started turning, looking towards you, it was like a special moment. You know, and I was over here, and for some reason, at that point in rehearsal, I guess it was almost lunchtime or something, maybe my mine was on a hamburger or something, but we got right there towards the end, there's these big power chords that lead up to it, and then, for some reason, in the last 2 measures, I suddenly switched to cut time. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, boom! I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, boom! And I played that note big and fat in the wrong place. All right? You know that with my pale skin, I can bend over time my shoe and my face is red. Right? Because that's skin pigment, you can see, the blood or whatever. But it was like Elmer Fudd's face, just the red, boiling upward. And I had a friend in the trumpet section, actually I was good friends with in West Carteret High School, and he was sitting there going, 2 chairs over from me. But I used to dig it up, cat, me. And when I did that, this clarinet section right from me, and this girl literally scared her so badly, it was like her hair jumped, And I just, as soon as I did that, I went.
Got it a little wrong.
And the second chair, the first trumpeter had no sense of humor, but he just kind of sat there.
You played.
And but I could feel the eyes starting to, and then the director just goes. All he said. And what sucked about that was nobody laughed but me. I thought it was so funny. And it was meant to be funny. But it was just like, he was like, a little early. So then we're at lunch. And it's quiet at the table. We're all just kind of eating or whatever. It's kind of the sounds of the cafeteria, clinking, cutlery and plates or whatever, and drink cups or something. And I sit down and I'm about to take a bite, and my friend sitting across from me goes, BAM!
Did you drop the food?
Well, we went to East Carolina together. We both went there for undergrad, and 4 years. BAM! 4 years. You don't want to bring a church service. They needed 2 trumpet players, and they hired both of us. And everything was fine. Everything was fine. He was like, let us pray. Yeah, really, Father. Bam. But he had selected Tourette's. He just kind of fired it off in that one moment. And sometimes he would even just look at me. Just go. And I knew. He said he's coming next year for the Marching Pirates Alumni Band, because I usually do it every year. I guarantee he's going to do it. And probably during the Star Spangled Banner, while we're on the field with the Marching Pirates, if he's behind me, he's going to go, BAM! So, I know it's a great story, but, so you gotta count carefully. Now, trumpet. You have measure 142. Those whole notes that you have are tied into a quarter times E and A. Right? Just hold it to 1, cut off on 2. So take a breath on 2 and play on 3. Hold 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, rest. 3. Does that make sense? Don't try to navigate through playing the first half of these 2. And then horn and alto sax is going to do the 1, 2, and then they'll join you on beat 3. Okay? All right, 133, please. 133. That's doing good. 133. 1, 2, ready, and. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 4, and. And, 1 and 2, and 4. all have second and third has the 1, 2, 3. Beep, beep. All right, they don't have that. They don't have that. Okay? They don't have that. 133. 1. And all this clapping I'm doing here is the tenor sax. You have some of that with them. Okay? But don't be confused. 1, 2, 133. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, so we definitely need more contribution from low brass through here. I just kind of can't hear you.
All right.
Okay, in general, trombone, euphonium. So let's do it again. 133 and 1, 2, ready, go. Okay. Start of that 140, 142. 142. 142, please. 1, 2, ready, and stop. 1, 2, 142. You see 145, count by 3 measures. 144, 143, 142, you count, here we go. And 1, 2, ready, and stop. Missing a note. Missing, play the chord on B3. B3, half note chord, should be saxophone, trumpet. Ready, play. Okay. Third trumpet. Third trumpet. You have a G, right? Make it an A. Okay. Second trumpet, you have an A. Make it a D. All right, then you can both stay on G. Okay, so make yours a D. Fourth line D. All right, that's what we should hear. All right, we hear the chord now. Ready, play. Bring out that A. Okay, now start. Remember, trumpet, you still have that D ringing over at the beginning of the measure. Okay. All right. So start right there. Again. 1, 2, ready, and. Again, and 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, don't pinch that G. It's going really sharp. Ready? And 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, stop. Okay. Okay, again, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, I'm listening for 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This is called a rip. 1, 2. Okay, it's a rip. So it's on the end of 2, and you compress 4 notes into the end of 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I'm not even so concerned about the G sharp.
Okay.
I'll make it easier. All right? All right, same place. Ready? 1, two, ready, go. Start on the end of two. One and two. Put it up. Ready? One, two. Here it is. One and two. Put it up. And one, two. Here we go. One. Tall, quality tone, no matter if it's one beat or 7 beats. Good sound. One, two, ready, and stop. Okay? All right. Now, 133, and then we're done. 133, chop, 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 and 1, 2, ready, go. One, two,